You've been fighting battles you were never meant to fight, arguing with people who were never going to listen, trying to win games that were rigged against you from day one. And every time you stepped into that ring, you walked out with less than you came in with. Less time, less energy, less peace. You thought you were being strong. You were just being used. Today, all of that ends. I'm going to show you 7 ruthless strategies Machiavelli revealed 500 years ago. Strategies that teach you how to win without lifting a finger. How to defeat people who never even saw you coming. How to rise so high that nobody can pull you back down. And the wildest part? You'll do all of it without ever raising your voice. Most people think winning is about effort. They think if someone challenges them, they have to prove something. If someone insults them, they have to fire back. They believe life is a fight and the loudest person wins. But the people who actually run the world don't think this way at all. They sit back, they watch, they wait. And when the moment is right, they take everything quietly while everyone else is still arguing. Machiavelli spent his life studying these people, kings, generals, rulers. And he saw the same pattern over and over. The ones who shouted lost. The ones who explained themselves lost. The ones who jumped into every fight lost. But the ones who stayed silent and picked their battles ended up on top of every single one of them. By the end of this video, your whole approach to power is going to change. You'll see why competing makes you weak. You'll learn why arguing is the worst trap you can fall into. You'll understand how to defeat enemies who don't even know you're fighting back. This isn't about being passive or giving up. It's about playing a smarter game. The same game the powerful have been playing in private for centuries. And now, that game becomes yours. Drop this in the comments before we start. I play to win. Let's go. Number 1. Never fight for what you can take quietly. The first rule sounds simple, but almost nobody follows it. Stop fighting for things you can simply take. Most people see something they want and immediately make noise about it. They announce their goals. They challenge their rivals openly. They tell everyone exactly what they're going for. And the moment they do that, they've already weakened themselves. Because announcing your move gives the world time to stop you. Rivals form. Enemies wake up. Doors that were once open start closing one by one. Machiavelli watched this happen to leader after leader. The ones who fell were almost always the ones who told everyone their plans. The ones who succeeded moved in complete silence. They never declared war on anyone. They just showed up one day, already in control. And by then it was too late for anyone to stop them. Here's how this plays out today. Imagine 2 people going for the same promotion. The loud one tells everyone they want it. They post about it. They make it the topic of every conversation. Now, everyone is watching them, judging every move, hoping they slip up. The quiet one says nothing. They just build. They make themselves valuable in ways nobody is paying attention to. Then one day, the position is theirs. No fight, no drama, just a result that nobody saw coming. This pattern works in every part of life. In business, in friendships, in family, in social circles. The loudest person draws the most attacks. The quietest person makes the most progress while everyone else is distracted. So stop announcing your moves. Stop telling people your plans. Build in silence and let the result do the talking. By the time the world notices what you've done, you'll already be too far ahead to catch. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I move in silence. Number 2. Arguing is a losing game. Now I want you to really hear this next one. The moment you start arguing, you've already lost. It doesn't matter if you're right. It doesn't matter how strong your point is. The second you step into an argument, you've handed the other person something they didn't have before. Power over your time and your emotions. Think about what an argument actually is. 2 people standing on equal ground, throwing words back and forth. By engaging, you're saying that this person is your equal. You're saying their opinion deserves a response. You're giving them a stage to perform on, and that stage is the only thing they ever wanted in the first place. Most people don't argue to find truth. They argue to feel important. They argue because pulling someone down to their level is the only way they know how to feel powerful. So, when you argue back, you're feeding them. You're keeping their game alive. Machiavelli watched smart men get destroyed, not by their enemies, but by their need to be right. They wasted years proving points to people who didn't matter, while their real rivals quietly took everything they had built. The powerful do something completely different. When someone challenges their idea, they don't defend it. They keep building. When someone disagrees with their choices, they don't explain themselves. When someone tries to drag them into a debate, they look right past it like they didn't even hear it. This drives people insane. They wanted a fight. They wanted to feel like they got under your skin. When you give them nothing, they're left holding empty hands, looking around for someone to argue with, and there's no one there. So here's your new rule. If you can prove someone wrong with results, never prove them wrong with words. Let your life be the argument. Let your success be the answer. The people who matter will see the truth. The people who don't matter were never worth your breath anyway. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I don't argue, I win. Number 3. Let them underestimate you. This rule is dangerous in the best possible way, because when someone underestimates you, they make a mistake. They lower their guard. They show you their full hand. They tell you exactly how they plan to beat you. And by the time they realize who you really are, the game is already over. Most people hate being underestimated. They feel insulted. They feel disrespected. They want everyone to know how smart and capable they are. So they constantly try to prove themselves, show off, brag, make sure everyone in the room sees their value. But this is exactly how you become a target. When you show your full strength to the world, you give your enemies a clear shot. They see what they're dealing with. They prepare for you. They build defenses against you. As Machiavelli observed, those who appear harmless are often the ones who strike the hardest. They reveal nothing, let others relax, and act only when the moment guarantees the outcome. This is one of the most powerful tricks you'll ever learn. Let people think you're not a threat. Let them think you're not paying attention. Let them think they're smarter than you. While they're busy feeling superior, you're busy preparing your move. And the gap between what they expect and what you actually do becomes your weapon. In meetings, you don't always have to be the loudest voice. In friendships, you don't have to reveal everything you know. In business, never show your best cards too early. Let people fill in the blanks themselves, and most of the time, they'll fill those blanks with stories that work in your favor. The greatest weapon you have isn't your skill or your knowledge. It's the version of you that lives inside other people's heads. If they see you as harmless, they won't defend against you. If they see you as average, they won't compete with you. If they see you as no threat, they'll tell you everything you need to know. Stop trying to impress people who haven't earned it. Stop showing your full hand to a world that hasn't proven it deserves to see it. Let them underestimate you, and watch how easily you take what was always meant to be yours. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My strength is hidden. Number 4. Timing is more powerful than effort. Here's a truth that will save you years of wasted energy. Effort means nothing without timing. You can be the smartest person in the room, work harder than anyone else, and still lose if your timing is off. And someone with half your skill can win if their timing is right. Most people don't believe this. They were taught that more work always equals more success, so they push harder. They grind longer. They throw themselves at every opportunity that crosses their path, hoping something will eventually stick. They burn out, they wear down, and they watch slower people pass them by without understanding why. The reason is simple. Slower people are watching for the right moment. Faster people are just moving for the sake of moving. And in the long game, the watcher always beats the runner. Machiavelli revealed this. Victory rarely belongs to the strongest, but to the one who chooses the perfect moment to strike. Act too soon, and you lose. Wait too long, and you miss everything. Here's how this applies to your life right now. Don't ask for the raise the day your boss is stressed. Don't push for the deal when the market is shifting against you. Don't make the bold move when nobody is paying attention to anything. Wait, watch, read the room. The right moment will come, and when it does, you'll need very little effort to win. The powerful are patient in a way most people don't understand. They don't chase opportunities. They study them. They sit back until they see the opening. Then they move fast. One clean strike. No wasted energy, no drama, just the right move at the right time, and the game is over. Train yourself to slow down. Stop reacting to every chance that lands in front of you. Start asking better questions. Is this the right moment? Is this the right person? Most of the time, the honest answer is no, and that no is what saves your energy for the bigger yes coming later. Effort without timing is just exhaustion in disguise. Timing with even small effort is real power. Once you understand the difference, you stop losing battles you used to lose every time. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I move when the time is right. Number 5. Destroy ego before it destroys you. Now we need to talk about your biggest enemy, and it's not your boss, your rival, or the people who doubt you. Your biggest enemy lives inside your own head. It's your ego. And until you learn to control it, you're going to keep losing fights you should have walked away from. Ego makes you do stupid things. It makes you defend opinions that aren't worth defending. It makes you fight for respect from people whose respect doesn't matter. It turns small problems into wars, minor insults into deep wounds, and wise people into fools who can't see straight. The tricky part is that most people can't even see their own ego working. They think they're just standing up for themselves. They think they're being honest. They think they're protecting their reputation. But every single time you react out of ego, you give up a piece of your power to someone who didn't earn it. Machiavelli warned, pride can destroy even the strongest. Many had everything they needed, but one ego-driven decision cost them everything. Here's the thing you need to understand. Ego protects who you think you are. Power protects who you actually are. The two are opposites, and they cannot live in the same person at the same time. Every time you feed your ego, you starve your power. The powerful kill their ego on purpose, every single day. They learn to lose small to win big. They let people think they got the last word. They let people believe they're better. Because the powerful know that the real win isn't in the moment. The real win is in the long game, and the long game rewards patience over pride. When someone tries to embarrass you in front of others, your ego wants to fight back. Your power wants you to walk away. When someone takes credit for your work, your ego wants exposure and revenge. Your power wants you to wait, because their pattern will catch up to them long before you ever could. Question every reaction before you act on it. Ask yourself if this fight is actually worth what it's going to cost you. Almost every time, the honest answer is no. The moment you stop letting your ego make your decisions, you start winning fights you didn't even know you were in. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I rule my ego. Number 6. Make your presence a privilege. The next rule is about how you show up in the world, and most people get this completely wrong. They give themselves away for free. They show up to every event, respond to every message, make themselves available to anyone who asks. And then They wonder why nobody respects them. Here's what nobody tells you. When you're always available, you become invisible. When your time is free, people stop seeing it as valuable. We don't value what we can have anytime we want. We only value what we have to earn. Machiavelli understood through his observations of power and human behavior, those who hold real power never make themselves easily available. They create distance, choose their moments carefully, and that distance is what makes their presence valuable. You need to do the exact same thing in your own life. Stop being everywhere. Stop responding to everyone the moment they call. Become someone people have to make time for. Become someone whose presence feels like a gift, not a guarantee they can take whenever they feel like it. When you start moving like this, something interesting happens almost immediately. People notice your absence more than they ever noticed your presence. They start asking about you when you're not in the room. They start saving important conversations for the rare moments you're actually available. Your value goes up because your supply goes down. This isn't about playing games with people. It's about respecting yourself enough to know that your time is finite. Every minute you give to one person is a minute you can't give to someone else. So choose carefully who gets that minute. Give your presence to people who add to your life, and pull back from anyone who only takes from it. The same rule applies to your work and your ideas. Don't share every thought you have. Don't volunteer for every project that comes your way. Pick your spots, choose your moments. Make every move count for something. People should look at your involvement and instinctively think, this must matter, because he's only here when it does. Make yourself rare. Make yourself selective. Become someone the world has to chase, not someone who chases the world. That single shift will change how every person around you treats you. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My presence is rare. Number 7. Win by letting others lose. This is the final rule, and it's the most powerful one of all. The biggest victories in life don't come from winning. They come from letting your enemies destroy themselves while you simply step out of the way. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Most people fall apart on their own. You don't have to push them. You just have to stop catching them. Look around your own life. The people who try to hurt you are usually their own worst enemy. They make bad choices. They burn bridges with everyone, not just you. They start fights they can't finish. They lie until people stop trusting them. They cheat until they get caught. Their downfall is already written into the way they live. All you have to do is not get in the way. Machiavelli saw this principle play out across centuries of history. The smartest leaders never wasted resources attacking weak enemies. They let those enemies make their own mistakes, watched them collapse from the inside, then walked in and took what was left without spilling a drop of energy. Most people miss this completely. When someone wrongs them, they want revenge right now. They want to fight back today. They want that person to know they messed with the wrong one. But this is the trap. Because while you're plotting revenge, you're missing the biggest gift you could ever be given: time. Time is what destroys your enemies for you. If you have the patience to let it, give it long enough, and the toxic person becomes lonely. The dishonest person gets exposed. The arrogant person gets humbled. The lazy person falls behind everyone they used to look down on. You don't have to do anything. You just have to stay focused on your own life and let time do the dirty work for you. Here's what this looks like in real life. Someone betrays you. The old you would burn the bridge and start a war. The new you smiles, says nothing, and just watches. 6 months later, that person has burned every other bridge in their life too, and you didn't have to do a thing. Someone competes with you and starts talking trash. The old you would respond and engage, getting pulled down to their level. The new you just keeps producing results. A year later, they're still talking, while you're 3 levels above where they ever expected you to be. This is calculated patience. This is winning without fighting. This is the highest form of power that exists. While they're busy tearing themselves apart, you're rising. While they're stuck in their drama, you're somewhere completely different, free and untouchable. You don't need to fight anyone. You don't need to compete. You just need to outlast them. And almost everyone trying to bring you down will eventually do the job themselves. So, let's quickly run back through what you just learned. You learned why fighting is a trap and how moving in silence is the real path to power. You learned that arguing is a losing game and your results should be the only response you ever give. You discovered the danger of showing your full hand and the strange power of letting people underestimate you. You learned that timing always beats effort, and patience wins more wars than aggression ever has. You learned how your ego is your biggest enemy, and how killing it is the first real step toward freedom. You learned to make your presence a privilege instead of a guarantee. And finally, you learned the most important truth of all. You don't have to defeat your enemies. They will defeat themselves if you just give them enough room. These aren't just ideas to think about. These are weapons. Once you start using them, you can't go back to the old way of moving through the world. The old way was making you tired, frustrated, and powerless. This new way is going to make you calm, focused, and dangerous in the best possible sense of the word. But all of this only works if you actually commit. It only works if you stop fighting starting today, not next week. The next time someone tries to drag you into an argument, walk away without a word. The next time someone tries to compete with you, ignore them completely. The next time someone tries to bait you into proving yourself, smile and keep moving. You don't have anything to prove anymore. You're not playing their game. You're playing your own, and in your game, the rule is simple. Never compete, never argue, just win. This is the strategy the powerful have been hiding for centuries, and now it belongs to you. Use it wisely. So, I'm going to ask you one last thing before you go. Are you ready to stop fighting battles that don't matter? Are you ready to start winning the ones that actually do? If your answer is yes, then prove it. Drop "I just win" in the comments right now. Make it real. Speak it into existence. And before you click away, if this video opened your eyes, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this message.